Hello out there in YouTube land, welcome to the OKGoodReview channel. And guys, today we're going to take a look at the channel and my very first Aoshima. Now, there you go, Aoshima. And so guys, this being an import is more of an expensive one, but I saw this in the model shop and I couldn't get it out of my head, and I said, well, that must mean something. So in this, it's sort of a light gray green color here, guys. I'm not going with that. Instead, I tried to find the color that I thought would be closest to a Toyota Camry silver, because I thought, hey, sleeper car. And of course, I've used light gunmetal on the Airfix build and the MPC Firebird build, guys, both of which are in the model builds playlist, guys, if you want to check that out. I did not keep either of the models because I wasn't super pleased with how they came out, but okay. And we have window masking seal, whatever that is. We got some stickers here, and so my nervousness with these stickers, guys, is I want to customize this. And so I can pull Top Secret out of that. That might be okay. I didn't really want to use that hood emblem, but I might need to. So I wish they would have had the choice to do different striping. It's a white shell. So this part, the roof is silver. This part, and where these lines are, this whole part here is black. So I think I'm just going to tape that off and hand paint that, actually. You can see there's crisp enough lines here. I think that will be fine. And that way I'm not going to try to tape it up while I'm getting ready to shoot it. We've got the front clip. Nope, actually this is the back. This will need to be also in silver. Here's the front. This will need to be in silver as well. What else? Whoa, 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 what do we got here? Oh, never mind. We got a dashboard. You got some of these other parts here. We've got spoilers black, ground effects are black. That can be hand painted, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. And let's see, what else is here? Oh, the hood. Okay, hood needs to also... Actually, hood is black. I do have black aerosol. I'll shoot that black. And we've got some chrome stuff. Oh, look, headlight bezels and stuff. We've got the interior here. I almost never do black interiors, but I'm kind of thinking I might on this one. So let's put that over there. And what else we got here? Okay, the rims. The rims are just going to be straight chromed out. Headlight lenses. The undercarriage. See, there's the drive shafts there. Not a ton to do on that though. And tires. Because I'm kind of thinking, guys, where my green Hornet car is, guys, is kind of where what I have in mind for this. And you guys can see that build as well if you want to. That is also in the model builds playlist. Some exhaust stuff here. This will all need to be chrome. And here are instructions. Okay, that's cool. Okay, let's see what else we got here. So I've never done an Aoshima, guys. I have done Tamiya, which came out like a dream. That was a Porsche, guys. You can feel free to check that out if you like. This seems like a ground effect part. that'll be going black, which I can hand paint. The spoiler, can hand paint that. Another spoiler. This one actually is by itself. I'm gonna shoot that. So I'm gonna shoot the hood, and is that 2 spoilers? Maybe it does. I'm gonna hand paint that one though. That one's not that bad, and that's, I think, it's gonna be a little bit easier. So these two, the hood and this spoiler, are gonna be shot because they're easy enough. And actually, I can just clip this out. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll break this out of here, guys, and I'll shoot this one also. I probably should while I have them all out there. Okay. What I'm assuming is more ground effect stuff. It looks like a spoiler. I don't know what that is. The dash system. This, I don't know what the screen is for. Is that on the box somewhere? I'm not sure what the screen is for, guys. I don't think it's part of the build, but it might be. This is interesting, guys. It's always interesting to me to see this one has a zillion more parts than most of the other kits I do. I also did a Fujimi. That one came out horribly, guys. And that was a Lamborghini Gallardo, guys. That review may or may not be up by the time you see this. The back part. That, and then the front part. Hang that, shoot that too. And these are stickers, clear stuff, and the shell. Okay, guys, so it looks like we've got a little bit of painting to do. Guys, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna go out and shoot that, and then, guys, I will see you down in Spider Central for the rest of the colors I'm gonna use on this model. We'll see you shortly. Okay, guys, so an obscenely crazy number of parts. Those won't be used, but you can see there's the silver looking really good, and black hood, spoilers. So I'm doing this, I started this before Labor Day, guys, so it's been sitting over the Labor Day weekend. I decided not to do anything with the model, hopefully giving the paint a little more time to harden and cure, because I'm going to need to put some masking tape on that. And I don't want to have residue from the tape marring the paint job. So you can see there's a ton of these parts. I'm going to stick, I think, pretty much with the black and silver motif, guys. I do have the colors here available that I'm going to be painting with, guys. And it's a much lower total than normal, guys. I think there's only 7 colors here. As of right now, that could change. But so we have Tamiya X1 black. We have the chrome silver. So that's going to be on the rims only. We have gunmetal. Gunmetal, I'm going back to gunmetal for accents on the dash. I think that's going to be a nice bridge between this exterior silver and the black as well. And of course, I've got flat steel and metallic silver, guys. From testers, metallic silver will be what's going to double for both silver and chrome in a lot of parts, except for the rims. The rims are going to be the Tamiya chrome silver, as I mentioned. And I've also got black metallic, guys. Black metallic I'll be using as an accent, I believe, in some of the undercarriage, possibly. I'm not 100% on how much I'm going to be using this color. I may or may not use it. It's going to kind of depend on where I need to go with any touch-ups and things like that that may need to happen in black. But generally, this is going to be mostly an accent color, and I may possibly wind up not using it, guys. I'm not 100% on that. I think stuff like brake calipers and things like that is probably where I'll wind up using that. I may use a black underbase, guys, for some of that kind of thing. So calipers, I think, will probably be this color. And we also have the turn signal red, guys, for the taillights. There do not appear to be any running lights on this car at all, so I won't be using the amber, guys. There's also that mesh, guys. I figured out what the mesh is for. The mesh goes behind the scoop on the front clip right there. You can see there's this hole right here. And I've got to cut that and glue it. I've never used a mesh like that before, guys, so I have the scissors. There are a ton of decals that are supposed to go on this. It's interesting, guys. I read the instructions a little bit. It actually is wanting the windshield to be painted. And it's got apparently some sort of masking to go with that to paint the windshield. I'm not painting the windshield. Not going to happen, guys. So, but overall, I mean, I'm probably going to do accents on the seats. I'll leave those black. I'll do the console here, do the door inserts. I'm not 100% what this thing is. And I think that, oh, there's the dash. And I'll probably do most of the dash in charcoal, guys. This is interesting because it's got a steering. The steering is on the right side of the car, which is, of course, normal for certain parts of the world, but very abnormal for North America, guys. Anyway, there it is, guys. There's the paints I'm going to be using. So because I'm going to be doing mostly accents and very minor painting, stuff like this, a lot of the painting has already been shot. So because of that, guys, I'm really not going to be doing a painting section for this. So most of the Japanese car kits I've done have not had engines in them, guys, including this one. So I won't be doing an engine. I won't be doing the assembly as normal. You're going to be able to listen to the charming and dulcet tones of my voice, guys, a lot, as I'm just going to come back through and just kind of give you an update on where I am. So as of right now, guys, I'm going through the paints I'm going to be using. All this stuff is done, and I'm coming back to this, guys, after Labor Day, a little bit of a layoff. So, guys, we're going to get cracking here. The first step I'm going to do from this point is to add all of the accent colors onto the parts. Okay, guys, by way of a update, here we are. And look at that pretty silver. This is the mica silver. Guys, this came out really, really well. Very pleased with that. You can see we've got accents. So you can see there the charcoal came out a lot darker than I was thinking. So I should probably have rethought using that color. I should have went with the metallic gray, I think, guys, but you can see the drive shaft is done there. Exhaust. There's the wheels here, guys. So all the paint is done except for the black to the shell. And I'm going to do that next, guys. So I've got to tape this off. And I just finished painting it, and I got some thinner on my hands, so I'm not doing it right now. So what I'm going to do next is all the accent paint is done, except for taillights. Still need to do the taillights. I need to do that. I need to get all those decals into the instrument clusters, which I will do. Looking at this, I think I will be able to replace that middle symbol there and just keep this as a sleeper car, though. One thing I'm noticing, however, is you see the silver of these stripes is not going to read particularly well with this silver that I've chosen. So I might not be striping the car at all, guys. It might just be silver and black. It might not be any striping of any kind on it. So I'm going to see how it reads. I'm going to put it on. This one, guys, will not have an engine. So there's no engine parts here. So I believe the hood will need to be glued on. So, guys, we'll do that. And then I'll take a look at how the stripes are going to read well on the black hood. But the roof stays silver, and it's just the sweep of the hatchback here. The back of the trunk lid doesn't get painted, guys. So I've got to go through and tape off all that stuff. I do have more of this if I need to do touch-ups. So far, guys, painting has been pretty well. So we're dealing mostly with contrast here with this build, I think. And I think I'm just gonna leave it pure. I'm just gonna leave it pure silver and black as the main motif, guys, and just run with that. It's coming out. I kind of like it. It's very subtle. It's very understated. It doesn't have a whole lot of stuff on it. There's a million stickers. I'm probably not going to use any of those except for the dashboard ones. And maybe I'll put the Z's. I was thinking about putting the Z's on the front and the back. I might put the Z's on there. Still going back and forth on that, guys. But that would be the only thing that I think I might do. Just depending on how those stripes read. If the stripes don't read great, I'm just going to delete them. And how they read on the silver, I think, is kind of going to be the criteria there. And I may even try them in the midst of me doing this other stuff just to see how they come out. But I might also wait till the final build because, I mean, stickers aren't difficult to delete, should that be the case. So, but anyway, guys, so here we are right now. All the paint is done except for the taillights and the sides of the doors and the hatch right there, guys. Everything else is done. So once that paint is dry, which will be from when I'm filming this the following day, so all I've got to do today, which is I think the second day I've been working on this, all I've got to do today, guys, is really just to wrap up the decals for the instrument cluster and also to get this part painted. And I might actually glue that screen into the other parts as well, possibly, because that one I don't need to have any other stuff. I might disconnect some of the stuff from the sprues, but the real building, guys, won't start until after that. So it'll be the next thing you see on this video. I'm not going to come back and say, yay, I just did these two things. So overall, guys, it's going pretty well. It's going a lot. It reminds me a lot of the Tamiya Porsche, to be honest with you guys. There's a lot of options here, a lot of really tiny parts. So I'm going to really make a conscious effort, just like I did on the Porsche, to really kind of button down my gluing. And I think that's going to really help this thing come together nicely. But overall, I will say this, the detail lines of these molds are superb. I have nothing but happiness, guys, to see both Aoshima and Tamiya, guys. Both of their car kits are just stunning. So, guys, maybe a little bit of touch-ups when I take stuff off the tree, but other than that, with the exception of those two things I mentioned, the taillights and the door trim, the painting, guys, is done at this point. And when we come back, we will start assembly. Okay, guys, so here we are, a little bit different view. Almost everything is off the trees. And we have got the black added to the car. So the paint's pretty much done at this point, guys. Outside of a little bit of touch-up stuff, right now I've got a bunch of parts that have combined and I'm kind of waiting for glue to dry and so on. So, good time while in the midst of a break here, guys, to run you through this. Let me say this. If I didn't have that tweezers and this light, I would find this kit almost impossible to do. So, word to the wise, guys, if you're going to attempt this kit, make sure you have at least the magnifying lamp and the tweezers, or you will surely be unhappy with this build. There's a lot of super tiny and intricate parts, guys, and this has it's been pleasantly challenging for me, guys. Usually I don't have this much of a challenge to things, but this has been pleasantly challenging, guys. But it has been something that I've had to retouch a lot of stuff, guys. You can't really pick it out here, guys, but I've had to retouch a little bit of that because I think the tape didn't hold in one spot. But so just little minor retouches here, guys, here and there. Overall, though, this is coming out to be so far really good. But if you guys have watched my videos, most of the time everything is great when it's on trees or it's in pieces. It's the gluing and assembling part that seems to wind up being my nemesis. Hopefully, guys, that will not be the case this time. But so far so smooth, guys. I'm not sure about this wheel system yet. It does use the poly caps, guys, to hold the things in place. So, and I'm kind of mixed on those because if they fit, then they're fine. If they don't fit, then they're a super pain. But so far, guys, everything has been pretty slick. These are really good molds that Aoshima is using, guys. So definitely, guys, I've been impressed with what we have here so far, guys. So from this point, I have consolidated almost all the parts. What I need to do now is and I'm skipping around the instructions, but what I need to do now, guys, is continue just, I'm putting the interior together, I'm putting the wheels together, I'm putting the suspension together, guys. I'm just assembling stuff, guys, kind of skipping around, consolidating stuff, and then I'll go back at the end to the instructions, guys, and actually start the build in earnest. But I mean, a lot of it I'm just kind of doing everything all at the same time, just as I come across stuff, guys. So by the time I get, they want you to start with this, guys. By the time I get that part over there and these parts here, I'm waiting again for glue to dry right now. But once I get those parts on, by the time I get to the next step, I'll have a lot of stuff here, guys, that's all consolidated. I've got to wait to put the glass in. I'm going to give this a couple more hours of dry time, guys, before I put the glass in that, but that'll be done. And filming this way, guys, I go back and forth because it's easier for me to build the models like this to just say, hey, guys, here's where I am so far. Way easier for me to build models like that, guys. But at the same token, when I'm watching videos, I always kind of wish I could see. So what I'm trying to do is I try to put a lot of the stuff like the speed painting. The stuff that I like to see, guys, I try to include that whenever I can. So, but anyway, here we are right now, guys. Just waiting for some glue to dry. Consolidation while I do the step-by-step build will continue here, guys. I anticipate being pretty close to finished with this either at the end of today, which is the third day I'm filming this, guys, or maybe it might bleed into tomorrow to the fourth day a little bit, guys. But so far it's going pretty slick. Just depends on. One of the good things about summer is that glue and paint both dry super quick, guys, so I do have that advantage. So, but right now we're looking at probably about a 4-day total build time, as long as I don't come across any hiccups or anything like that, guys. So, alright, guys, we'll see you back here in a bit for another update, guys, to kind of see where everything is at, and any more thoughts, guys, that I have as I build this. Okay, guys, so still in day 3, and just taking a look here, guys. You can see the parts have gone down quite a bit. The interior is done, waiting for that to dry. I got the wheels on the chassis. We'll be adding some more stuff to the underside of that, but not until we get pretty close to the final assembly. I think there's a skid plate or something that needs to be added. But guys, that's one of the last steps, so that piece right there. So I've got to cut out all this stuff here. I want to give the windshield glue a little bit more time to dry. So we'll be coming back a little bit later here, and I may be wrapping this up probably tonight, a little bit later on today. If not, then probably first thing day 4. So the next time, but I'm not going to come back to film any more of this. The next time you guys see this, it'll be with the car complete, I think. Just because there's not really anything special here as far as any of this goes, guys. I'm not in love with the wheel system. The wheel system on the back is okay. The wheel system on the front's kind of poop. Not a huge fan of that. Outside of the rest of this, though, so far it's been still pretty smooth sailing, guys. Again, that tweezers, that and this lamp, guys, are really what's saving the old bacon, guys, on this build. For sure. But it's looking pretty cool. Stuff's coming together pretty nicely here, guys. I don't have any problem with any of the fit. One of the ground effects on, I believe, the passenger side of this one was a little funky, guys, but not too bad. Outside of that, it's all been pretty much on the money, guys. So, and anyway, there it is. So, well, next we'll see you guys. We'll take a look at the final product. Alright, guys, and we have this thing in the can, guys. And there it is. I deleted most of the stripes. I actually am thinking about re-adding racing stripes, possibly, to cover up some blemishes, but we'll get into that here in a second, guys. So, while I was setting up this shot, the spoiler decided not to be with us any longer, so I think I'm just going to delete it entirely. Now, so one of the things I'm finding really odd about this is all this stuff is very specifically put together, guys, okay? You can see the underside here. Again, the silver black chrome motif. I'm not sure I like this vehicle though. I'm not sure I like that the wheels are hiding in the fender wells. There is a steering system here, guys. I disabled it when I put it together. But you can see there is some issues with some of this. And all of this, guys, pretty much was from when I started putting it all together, guys. So I'm not super in love with how Nissans look. And this car is okay. I really liked how the headlights came out. Those came out well. Of course, we got the mesh there. And I don't know why they did that. I'm not a fan of that mesh. And in the back, guys, we have more issues here with this. So the panels on this are honestly not great. Most of this car is pretty good, but I'm not digging how a lot of that stuff came together. Of course, we got the interior. The interior is gorgeous, guys. The interior is looking really, really good. Hopefully you guys can catch all that. And I didn't paint the windows. Back section looks okay. Nothing wrong here. It's so... I don't know, guys. I'm not sure about this whole thing. How this fit. Because this should have actually been down farther. So this should have been down into here. But it's not really a way to put it together because it all lines up. So there might be some issues with the mold here, guys. I'm not sure. I mean, it looks okay, but I'm not sure this is... In fact, I'm sure it probably isn't going to be added to the old lineup, guys. I want to have cars as close to perfect, and I'm going to have to continue that quest. This car is obviously not going to do it. I mean, I think this came out overall really good. Like, just looking at it from a model, just... This stuff kind of frustrates me. This stuff bothers me. And I don't like that. And I was going to add some different graphics here. These little pegs, I tried to add the Z's. Oh, that is one thing I should say. Their decals are horrible. Decals are no good. This was fitting together well at one. I don't know. I'm not 100% on what happened with this car. Oh, the tip came off. That's good. Any tips or anything, so I guess I'll have to re-glue the tip. I had to re-glue a few of these parts a few times, guys, which is kind of annoying, but yeah, overall it's okay. We'll give this a star. He'll be happy. He'll like this. As for me, guys, it's going to be on to the next. I did like this mica paint color. I really wish I would have had an airbrush because I could have fixed that pretty easy. This also. I consider taking these apart and just busting them apart and re-gluing them. But you know, one of the things with this, guys, is the tolerances on everything else, guys, were so tight and so perfect. It just doesn't make sense to me that these parts are off. So I did find that on a couple other ones too, but it was minor. And apparently this is just a little bit more than minor. So anyway, there it is, guys. The silver and black. Well, it's basically a Raider car now at this point. The top secret Fairlady Z, guys, from Nissan, coming to you from Aoshima. And the Aoshima kits are good. Like I said, I'm not in love with the look of this car, so I'm not going to keep this one. And I mean, even if it was perfect, I don't think I would, because I don't think the cars looks all that great. So it was fun to do. It was fun to do in Aoshima, guys. I was interested to see how that would come out, guys. And the car in the box spoke to me, I think, a little bit more than the actual car did. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's perfectly acceptable. It's a fine car. It's okay. Nothing wrong with it. It just isn't my thing. It's not grabbing me. So the end result is just a little underwhelming, I guess, guys. But that's okay, because I have a finite amount of space, guys. And I have a number of models yet to do. So anyway, guys, we're going to be on to the next, but that was going to wrap up this one, guys. I don't know what the top secret means. If it's part of Nismo or if it's something else from Nissan. But this is the Fairlady Z, guys. And my first Aoshima kit, guys. And yeah, overall it's okay. No real complaints. Except for the stickers. Stickers are awful. definitely have a complaint with those. Outside of those though, guys, pretty much an okay kit. Don't really have anything bad to say about it one way or the other, guys. I wish stuff would line up a little bit better, and it does get a little panely with the ground effects. That part I wish was a little bit better. But outside of that, I mean, nothing major, certainly. So, guys, if you did enjoy this look at it, and it was kind of an odd video, guys, I know, more than normal, but if you guys did enjoy taking a look at this model build, guys, please give us the old thumbs up, guys. Hit the red subscribe button if you have not done so already, guys. Blue bell next to the red subscribe button if you'd like to be notified of the latest greatest content as it becomes available, guys, including more model builds. Guys, you can also follow us on our Twitter feed. So this one won't be making it into a display, but I am going to be doing a new display, guys. I have a new display shelf coming. I'll be installing that and then adding some stuff for the new display, guys. I take pictures of the new displays, guys, and I put them on Twitter, guys. Twitter specifically, though. It doesn't go on YouTube, guys. So if you want to see what it looks like installed in my office, guys, sometimes at my workstations, follow along on the Twitter feed, guys, if you want to. You can also leave us a comment, guys. Let us know if you've done an Aoshima. Let us know if you've done this Aoshima and your thoughts, guys. Did you like it? Did you enjoy it? Was it fun? Was it a good time, guys? Was there things that you would rather were a little bit different? I probably won't do another one, guys, unless I find a car that is really exciting to me. I'm kind of getting over the whole let me go build a whole bunch of different models just to build a whole bunch of different models phase. And now I'm trying to get a little bit more selective because as anyone who regularly builds these knows, these get very space intensive very quickly. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for us this time. We will see you all next time. Bye-bye.